everyone, my name's Helen, I'm the Diddy Stitcher. My pronouns are she, her. It is Tuesday the 11th of October. It's very grey, autumny kind of day. I'm very tired. Anna has been up with a cough most of the night. Doctors don't want to know about it. We sent her to nursery and she's already been sent home with a temperature. So yay. I'm on my lunch from work, but my laptop is open over there. So if you hear any dinging, I'm getting emails. Anyway. Yeah. Let's pull a card. I've already shuffled and split. And we've got the Five of Swords. It's kind of how I feel right now. Stuck from every which way. Not too sure about this one. I think it's like backstabbing. Let's read it, because I'm not, and my brain isn't. Five of Swords, dishonor, hostility, criminal activity, rip-off, abuse, and lack of morals. Fun. How to embody the energy of this card. Think of a time when somebody pulled the wool over your eyes or used unfair means to win. How did you feel when that happened? Now, how might you feel if you were the one using dishonesty as a means to achieve your goals? Okay, so we've got some dishonesty around. We've got hostile takeover of businesses, political sabotage, online scams. And don't be the one to have your gains by dishonest means. Interesting one. Very interesting. Let's put her there. So let's watch out for some malice. That's sad. But if we know to look out for it, maybe we can be a bit more defensive with ourselves. Last week I pulled the Page of Wands. All about good news. I hadn't received any particular good news. I was trying to think about like what's happened. Nothing's really happened. Everything's kind of in a... I feel like I'm very in a... I'm in a strange place. Of just like floating. I'm neither here nor there. And I'm just waiting. Don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for something. So not sure if the Page of Wands was my card. My mum pulled it, so maybe it was something to do with her. She's had a few good news medical things. In terms of for her, like how she goes about her daily life. There's been some help there. So while it's not, you know, 9-to-5 job work, it's work that helps her around the house, which is like manual labor, like wands. I don't know what this is about. This is really interesting. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. And you should too. Yeah, I'm wondering if Page of Wands was for my mum and not for me, and that's why I didn't have anything. So yeah. Let me put this away and we'll get started again. Okay, so since we spoke last, I worked on a couple of things, but then I also went to the Floss Friends retreat this past weekend and met loads of lovely people. I stitched more than I thought I would, and I took 0 pictures. I always forget to take pictures. Yeah. I didn't even take a picture of my setup. You know how I said I was going to do it with the clamp? Didn't take a picture. But before I went to the retreat, I was working on my dimension stocking, Sleigh Ride at Dusk, and I was doing some more of the back stitching. So I got all of this done. I forgot that there was French knots, so I went back and did the French knots. I did the couching for Anna's name. I don't like couching. I really, really don't like couching. That's what I've discovered. And I've done some on the building, this building, church I guess it is, and some of the trees, and I'm kind of coming over this way. It's going pretty fast, but yeah, not a fan of the couching. Not a fan. But we'll carry on. And see. I do like the definition it gives, but I think I could just do that with backstitching. But it's all a learning thing. All a learning thing. Yeah, that's my dimensions stocking sleigh ride at dusk for my daughter. So that was that, and then I had been working on Miss Harriet hair cotton by the Primitive Hair. This one I had started and I just wanted something quick. I think this is literally like the night before we left for the retreat, and I got up to her. It's supposed to be a necklace. Like a, yeah. Can you hear Anna? And I just decided to stop there because it looked like I chopped her head off, and I thought it was quite appropriate for spooky season. So I put this on the brag table at the retreat and people loved it, which was nice. But I love that, the variegation in a dress. So yeah, I will come back and do her head and the cotton, but not until after Halloween, I think. I quite like her like that. So yeah, that was that. This is on a 32 count, even weave, I think. No, linen, that I coffee dyed myself. Kind of going with the same colour scheme, but completely subbing everything for over dye, so it gives it that nice variegation. So I'm doing the whole 4 set on this fabric. So that was Miss Harriet hair, and then at the retreat I put cotton on the table, and then I started on wool. So this is the little companion piece to her. So her dress, like the colour is inverted. So it's like grey with the red. So I started her basket. So again, subbing all the colours. The basket's going to be the same colour as the basket that cotton has, but I wanted to make the scissors like you know, proper like old fabric shears, like iron almost. And then going back and forth with the dress that's going to come down. I think this is Tin Bucket. And then this red is that stripy red, but you're not going to see it as much because it's just these little flowers. And I'm just going to have to carry it, like, but I couldn't be bothered to count that much. It might be easier now I'm home to do that. But that's as much as I got on that. But you can see the speckles on the fabric on that one in this light. So yeah, didn't spend a whole lot of that one on at the retreat. So I put this one away, and then I worked on Autumn Queen. And I worked on her tons. And I just put my head down and I stitched my little heart out. And I was so happy. The retreat was loud. Like, people talked non-stop. Our table was probably the quietest in the room. Like, we talked, it was lovely, but we were all quite happy sat stitching. But lots of people came round and I went and saw lots of other people's projects, which was lovely. But yeah, most of the time I was stitching on Autumn Queen. So yeah, this is Autumn Queen by Mirabilia. So I started here in the middle and then I've found my way to the top and I've come back down. So I have finished, I think, up to her necklace, all the stitching, apart from the 1/1 face. I couldn't do 1/1 at a retreat. I couldn't concentrate that much. And then all of this space here is for beads. It's gonna be so many beads. It's gonna be so beautiful. I'm really happy with the fabric that I've chosen. It's 32 count Dove Grey by Zweigart. And yeah, I couldn't stop stitching on it. I think I stitched on it the whole afternoon of the first day and the whole morning and some of the afternoon on the second day. And then I think I was just doing little bits and then I was like, okay, I'll put her away now. Because I want to come back up and do her face. I don't want to get too far down without doing her face and her décolletage. But I'm so in love with this. I didn't think I would love it this much. I knew I loved her, but actually stitching her makes me really happy. And I'm really happy for that. So yeah, this is Sal that me and Amy, Pearls and Ponderings, are doing for our birthday, which is this month. Hers is the 16th, mine is the 18th. Hashtag Autumn Queen October Sal, which is part of our hashtag Year of Sals. Amy did some stitching on hers, but she's gone down into the skirt and is just doing one thing of the skirt, so she managed to get an outline of one big part of the skirt and it all matched up, which was good. But she did a lot of other stitching. So yeah, that is my Autumn Queen Mirabilia. Love her. Yeah, I could just sit and stare. I think I've fudged something in here. Something went wrong here, but I don't think you can really tell. Yeah, so I will go back and be doing her face the next time I pick this up. And that is that. And because me and Amy were there together and hashtag Year of Sals has already started for last month, September, Sleeping Bee. I had to work on Sleeping Bee, but I only worked on this for about 2 hours and I was just filling in the wing. So this is Sleeping Bee by the Blue Flower. I'm doing it 40 count 1/2. It's Zweigart Cafe au Lait. And I like this, like it's pretty, but I was not, as much as I'm in love with Autumn Queen, I'm definitely not in love with Sleeping Bee. I thought this would be more than Autumn Queen. But there you go. So yeah, just the fill-in of the wing for her. Tis all I stitched. So yeah, that was all my stitching. More stitching than I thought I would do. And definitely more stitching on one project than I thought I would do. So, haul. Oh, lots of good stuff. So, we had a goodie bag. So we could choose between an autumn theme, a Christmas theme, or a Halloween theme. So I went autumn theme. Not everything in this bag was in the goodie bag, but these were the freebies. So I'll see what's in the goodie bag, and then we'll go and see what other freebies we got. So, Little Loops Handmade, Sammy, she and Andrea organised the retreat. Thank you, ladies. We had such a good time. I haven't signed up for next year because my social battery is like down here and I couldn't commit to anything. But for my first retreat, it was great. Really good. So Sammy from her shop, Little Loops Handmade, gave us some floss drops. Love a pumpkin. Some little trinkets. So a button and scissors and a tape measure. So whether I put that on my stitching or make little pulls, don't know. And then some stickers, or thumbnail stickers, and I always love a sticker. So that was lovely. Amy, Pearls and Ponderings, gave me these floss drops. I don't know whether she handed some more out, but she had made these herself. So thank you, Amy. I love them. Then one of the vendors, Haystack Stitching, gave us a free pattern. She don't show it, but a little snowman. That was lovely. Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics had these little 5-yard skeins of hand-dyed floss. So this one, you can't really see it, but it's like a purple purple and dark grey. I'm sure I can find something for that. And then I made some needle minders. So I kept one of my own needle minders. So I had these on my table for anyone to come and pick up, and everybody was. I was overwhelmed with the response because people said I should sell them, and I just made them as a little stitchy gift for everybody. It's only a button and E6000 magnet on, and then these are the little plywood cut-offs. So these are waste products from Amy at Hello Treacle. So I made them into needle minder bags, so saving the planet. So yeah, I had some left over at the end, and I've kept one for myself. But those were all the freebies that I got. And then I got lots more goodies. So I'm back. Anna and Grandma came up to see me. Megan Coffee Craft Fabrics she wasn't there, but she sent a box for Sammy to sell. So I got some 56 count linen fat quarter, and I couldn't really see, in the lighting wasn't great, and the lighting's not great here either, but can maybe see there's like, it's, so I thought it was just like grey, like this lavendery kind of grey, but there's this green up here, I mean, it's 56 count, so I'm not going to put one thing on it. I can chop it up and use it, but I thought it was just one kind of colour. And then I didn't really realise, but I don't know if it's like a bleach stain or something just there. Again, the lighting wasn't great in the room, so I didn't see that, but I'm sure I could use that as part of something more. I don't think it's such a big deal. So yeah, but 56 count. Hard to come by, so I thought I'd just have that. And then there's this piece of 32 count linen, another fat quarter. So it's like, it's being a bit washed out there, but it's light blue, but with these like mottles of white. So I didn't know whether it would be good for either Winter Queen or Summer Queen, because I need 32 count. But with Autumn Queen being on a solid fabric, I don't know if then a mottled fabric for another one would be good. But I got... Can you hear her? She's crazy. But it's a lovely fabric. I'm sure I'll use it for something. You know, we always need stash. So that was the two fabrics that I got. And then Linda, I think, of the Sampler Guild, she had some patterns just in a box, and it was just rummage through and give me £10 for all of those. So I found this one, Acorn House Designs. Not had one of those before. Wicked little pin stickers. So you get a pattern of a good witch and a bad witch, and she had the little bat balloons kind of thing, I want to say. So I thought I can't leave those when it's got the finishing stuff with it. But I brought it back and I showed Alex, my husband, and he said it's the same kind of shape as the Maya from Nightmare Before Christmas. So instead of, you stitch like obviously the face and then the hair on the back, instead of stitching the hair on the back, I'm gonna do like his happy face and his grumpy face, sad face, worried face, and just do two of those the same. And he has it's a spider like bow tie, but he has he could carry a bat. He could definitely carry a bat. So yeah, I think I'll have fun recharting those, but with the bats, that was a fiver. Couldn't say no to that. Then I got these three, were all for £10. So this is the Primitive Hair Red Riding Hood. I think I've seen this before, but it's just that kind of creepy Red Riding Hood, where it's kind of a twist on the story, like she's with the wolf, and I'm sure I could do that. It's got, like, in the chart, it's got like snowflakes. I'm not sure I would do the snowflakes. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. Be a lot of black in those, the outline of the trees. But I'd find it nice. I think it just calls for 310. But we could get a nice over dyed for that, and maybe do it small, over one on something, maybe that grey fabric, maybe over one and 56 count. Could do. Over 2. That would be 20. 28 count. Be over 1 and 28 count. Is that right? I can't math. Yeah. 28 times 2. Yeah. Cool. So it would be like, so if I would do over 2 on that 56 count, it would be like I'm doing over 1 and 28 count. That's what I was trying to say. You were all with me. I know. But yeah, cute. And I've decided I want to start decorating for autumn Halloween. I bought a autumn wreath and garland. So my plan is, because when it starts to get darker, I start to get my SAD, and if I've decorated the house, like decorating at Christmas always makes me feel so much better in my SAD. And so if I have autumn, not necessarily Halloween, but autumn up until December 1st, and then I switched those decorations for Christmas decorations, I'd have a bigger part of the year that the house was decorated seasonally. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. This is another one I found, Island Cottage Needle Arts. Again, haven't heard of those, haven't stitched those before, but I thought this was quite cute. Harvest moon, a little moon in a house and a big ass raven and a star tree. I don't know what it calls for. It calls for gentle arts. Stitch on 32 count. It's only 77 by 56. Cute. And this one, I'm sure I've seen this before, and it was one of those things like, do I have it? And I don't have it, I checked, but I thought I have it. So this is Plum Street Samplers, Miss Lucy in School for Girls, Lesson 1. And then once I had figured out I didn't have it, I wondered if I had other lessons. And Plum Street Sampler does have a series of lessons, but it's not this one. And on Plum Street Sampler's website, it says there will be more in the series, but that page was updated in like 2004. So I'm not holding my breath. But it says, trick or treat, stitches neat, or prickly needles stick your feet. How cute. So again, going with the autumn decoration, that's finished into like a table runner. But I'm wondering whether to do it all on one line and have a really long banner or something. Like a garland, but just one. A swag. That makes sense. But yeah, love Plum Street Sampler. Just so prim, but cute. Prim, but not samplery. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Because I was speaking to a lot of people at the retreat that do samplers, and I've decided samplers are not my thing. Aspects maybe, because then I picked up this one, it was a Quaker welcome band, because I have like a bell pull hook thing to put something on, and I think I'd seen this, I think I'd saved it, and then she happened to have it in her little box of goodies. So I don't think this counts as samplery because it's Quaker, but there's lots of different things, and then in the chart they've got all the alphabets, so you can make whatever. I could move stuff around, get a really nice silk, don't know, but that was fun. So that's Quaker Welcome Band by Weinberg. Heinen. It's German. didn't do German at school. Weinenberg online. Again, not stitched any of their things before. And then also from Haystack Stitching, I got this little kit, Angels Sing. Now, I'm not religious, as you probably guessed or know by now, but I did like the frame. So I basically bought the whole kit for the frame because it comes with it, and do some tiny stitching and put it in a tiny frame. I think you can get, like, tiny frames are more prevalent than I think they used to be, or it's just one of those things that I've started looking for them and now I'm seeing them everywhere. But it's cute. It's really cute. So yeah, I don't think I got anything else. There were some other vendors there, but like project bags, and I get my project bags from Tracy, but they looked really pretty. I did have a look through them, and some of the fabrics were just gorgeous. Yeah, it's not really a retreat roundup or whatever you like, because like I say, I didn't take any pictures. There are lots of pictures on the Facebook group that other people have taken, but I didn't, you know, they're not my pictures. I can't put them on here. I could get permission, but I want to get this up and done. But for my first retreat, it was a lot of fun. It was just, I think it was just nice to have dedicated stitching time. If I went to another one, I think I'd be more prepared with my social battery. Does that make sense to any of you with thoughts like that? It was nice that I knew that Amy was there, and we met up and had breakfast, like to get to know somebody who's going. So at least I had someone to sit on a table with. But if you're going on your own, like everybody was so lovely. But yeah, I think I would do it again. I would definitely do another one again. But when you have to sign up now for like next year, it's difficult. Financially, a little bit, but also like I don't feel like I could do this again next week, so I can't see that far into the future. I'm sure it would be fine, but I think with Anna getting a little bit older and a bit more needy, it was hard to leave her for a whole weekend with my mum and dad. With Alex coming with me. So maybe when she's like in school a little bit older, I could probably go without thinking too much about it. Again, if you know what I mean. But yes, that was my update. So mostly retreat stuff, but I had some stuff before. I'm gonna put Autumn Queen back on her key snap and get in the 1/1. I'm excited about that. And then what day? Oh, it's only the 11th. I'll speak to you before November, but next month's Sal of #Year of Sals is Needlework November, Needlepoint November. I'm going to do a counted canvas. Amy's going to do an embroidery. And I'm very excited to do another counted canvas because my last one was so much fun. So yeah, excited about that. I want to get back to work. I will talk to you later. Happy stitching. Bye.